everyone, Paul and Skull Modeler. Welcome back to the part 4 of the Tarangus SAAB JA37 Viggen build. It's been a bit of a long break between this. I think it's about 7-8 months now, but life's got in the way, work, family, etc. And also completely put off by this bloody splinter cam pattern, as I'll run you through in a minute and you'll see why. So back at it. What we've done since last time, I primed this originally in grey. We use grey alkali primer. Just slightly changed the way I do aircraft now. Priming in black and painting over the top, allowing details to show through underneath. It's an old technique, very old in fact, that's starting to come around again, being popularised with different names and other different techniques, etc. But for me, it's just priming in black. Same way I do armour, which I picked that up from Michael Cohen, Campbell. So started doing it with aircraft as well. Started about 4 or 5 months ago, and obviously this was primed in grey originally, so I primed it in black in preparation for the paint. Now, whether the black's going to work out or whether it's going to get completely obliterated, I don't know, but if it does, I can bring it back by post shading, panel fading, etc. So I can bring it back. It just depends how I plan to spray it. Because we've got different sections of paint to spray in different locations, it's quite hard just to pick out those little locations. You'll see what I mean in a minute by the way the camouflage mask fits together. I'll run through it in a minute. So whether I can just spray those individual bits and then mask over them, I don't know. It may be a case of having to spray the entire aircraft in a particular colour before masking it, or at least obliterating some of the detail. We will see, but either way I'll sort it. Now, this is how she stands right now. This is how you saw her last time, but she's primed in black. It's a beautiful, beautiful model. I've forgotten how good it was. It really is a stunning looking thing, and the kit itself is just absolutely amazing. So like I say, we primed it in black. I've gone over a few rough areas with a thinny sponge, sorry, my bad, to sand it flat, so we're ready for paint now. So as I say, stunning kit, stunning aircraft. Really, just priming it rejuvenates my mojo in this thing because it's such a stunning looking thing. So I put that to one side. So the camouflage scheme we're going for, and it's going to white out my camera a little bit, is this. So it's a splinter cam. It's 5 colours in total, 4 colours on top and a bluey grey underneath. You can see by that and the 3 masking sheets it shows up here, it's going to be a massive amount of work to do, and this is what's really been putting me off doing it. There's the scheme itself shown on the excellent colour cards that come with the kit. Don't forget, you can buy this kit directly from us, www.umpretail.com, and it is a fantastic kit. We've got all the aftermarket for it too, which I've added a lot of it to this, and it's just an outstanding kit. So that's what we're going for there. So as you can see, 4 different colours on top, and the bluey grey underneath. So very similar call outs there, but on the back of this shows you the masking sheets. Now if you can see that, they're all the masking sheets, and they do not tell you where they go at all. All you've got is different parts, so side fuselage, tail, etc. So it's up to you to figure out where it goes on the kit itself. Now the colours we're going to use are the colours that are called out, and they're called out. I go to our close-up camera right there. So we're going to go to Gunsanyo Aqueous. So we've got H308, 309, 310, H58 and H12. So blue, grey, black, dark green, mid-green, tan. Got the colours here. Sadly I've lost the label off the front of one of my bottles, but there they all are there, so you can see all the colours of the camo. This is the underneath colour, and these are the 3 colours for the camouflage itself, so they're what we'll be focusing on. What we'll do first is the brown will go down first. Now John, MW on the forum, built this kit a while back, and I made sure to bookmark that just to see how he painted it, and I'm probably going to follow John's route. So I think it's the dark tan, the light green, dark green, black, I think off the top of my head. It's on the forum. If you go into the Homelands GB in the GB archive on the forum, look for John MW, you can find his build and his final reveal, and John did an excellent job, so hopefully mine will turn out like that. So these are the mask sheets in question. So we've got 3 of them, various sizes. We've got strips, all sorts of different shapes. And that's it. This is why it hasn't been done, because it's just like, what? These go where? Now what John did, he outlined them all with a pencil, so you can see the edges, because if you look at that, what you see is what I can see. I can barely see the edges myself. So it's a case of John went around with a pencil, marked everything out, and then wrote the colours on each sheet so you could see where they went. That's probably what I'm going to do. If it all goes wrong, I'm going to spray it in the two-tone scheme like that, because I need to get this thing finished. But I'm hoping we can do this splinter cam, because it's something I really wanted to do from the beginning. So I'm not going to take you in the spray booth and show you me painting every single colour. What we'll do is I'm going to lay the brown down in any of the places I can see where it's needed, so I can use panel lines as a reference in various places. That'll be left to dry. It's probably going to be overnight. This is the paint now. I've got to let paint dry. Then we can mask over that. Then we can put the green down, then the green, then the black, and so on and so forth. What I'll do before we come back with the black, with one of the greens, I'll show you how I'm hoping to lay the paint down to allow the black to show through underneath and give a bit of tonal variation. If we can't do that because of the nature of the way it's being painted, we're just going to lose the black detail. I'd rather get it painted properly, and I will post shade it and sort it the way I used to do it anyway. But I'm going to try and do it this way. On a single colour it's easy to do. On a camouflage palette like this, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. So we'll play that one by ear and see how it goes. But like I said, I'm not going to take you in the spray booth to show you every single colour being painted, because that's just boring as hell. But I will show the masking very little parts in the different colours. So there'll be several steps to this, hopefully, fingers crossed, building up to the finished, fully painted aircraft. So we'll see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the spray booth. We're going to get the tan down. This colour, let me move those because they're destroying the white balance on my camera. We're going to get this tan down. When it's dried, we'll come back and we'll put the mask on. Then we'll look at the next colour, and so on and so forth. Now, the biggest problem with this, because of the nature... There we go, there's a better picture of the mask so you can see them. If we go to the close-up one. There they all are there. So you can see the different sections of the aircraft. So, side, engine, intakes, tail, wing, etc. Because they're not being put on in order, so if that's tan and that's tan, I've got to spray that tan, put the mask in the right place on each one, then spray the green next to it, or the other green over here, then mask that and move on. So if that's out of place, when all these are put on, it will not match with that. And that's my biggest concern, because I guarantee these aren't going to meet up, just by the nature of the masks. They look like they've been done by Edouard, so they should be quite good. But I don't think, once we get over here, I don't think they're going to match. So there may be a little bit of overlapping, or just whatever. It's going to be the nature of the beast, whatever it's going to be. Like I say, if we get to that point, it's going to waste a few days and just doesn't work. It looks crap. I'm just going to spray it grey and we'll start over, basically. I am half tempted to do that now, but determination really makes me want to do this camo pattern. So fingers crossed we can do it, but we'll see. So I'm going to spray booth. I'm going to spray this tan. Once it's dry, maybe late tonight, because it's 12:15 in the afternoon on Wednesday. Hopefully it might dry by tonight. Mr. Albiacus dried really quick, and it's primed on alkali prime, so it's not going to pull up anyway. We might come back later on today and show it being masked. So I'll see you guys in a little bit, and we'll come back when we've got this tan down. Okay, so I'm back. I've got the Mr. Hobby H310 sprayed down now, so that's that colour right there. So it's FS30219. So what I've done, I've worked out roughly where the camo is going to go, and I've picked it out with the airbrush. Now I'm probably going to lose some of this black base, probably all of it, just by the nature of this masking, so I'm not particularly worried. I've mainly started priming in black, so I don't have to check seam lines. It's like two birds, one stone. So that's the way that works now. Now the sheet we need for this, if we look at the call out, is E, that one, which is, according to that one, the small one here. And the piece we actually need, now I didn't go around with a pencil marking these off, but I will. The piece we actually need is there. They are very, very hard to see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you me putting a couple down, and then we'll come back after we've sprayed the green. So there we go. that's the piece we need. Now that's going to go right there. If I get the call out as a reference, we go just over that panel line, excuse my fingernail, I've been painting, just over that one, touching the edge of it. So I'm going to line up with that first and make sure we line up over there. Literally, it's going to be hit or miss with this. So fingers crossed we can get it right. So it goes approximately there. I'm just going to stick it down light and see where we come to. It just overhangs that edge, so I would say it needs to come down a little bit. Like I say, this is going to be as fiddly as hell. It just needs to come forward a bit. So this is why I've been dreading this build. Purely and simply because of these goddamn masks. Which are brilliant. So does it touch the edge? No, not quite. So we need to go back a little bit underneath my tweezers. So like I say, getting these first few down is going to be tricky, and there's bound to be areas of paint that have been missed. That's close enough for me. So make sure your edges are down. So there's one done, and we'll do one more. What we'll probably do is we'll do that one there, which is just up and right. Like I say, you really do need to mark these because they are a pain in the backside to see. I think it's that one just there. There we go. So yeah, when I'm done, I'm gonna go around all this with a pencil and definitely mark it out. Now that one just touches the edge of that right there, and then angles up and just touches the other one. Now I guarantee the mask won't fit because there's no way in the world it's going to be that accurate, but we'll give it a go anyway and we'll see. So literally touches there. Yeah, I knew I would go nowhere near that, so I'm a little bit high for the look of it. Not that kind of high. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can. Yeah, now that's in line where it needs to go, so I'm happy with that. It's the right point at the back. It's nowhere near the point it's showing at the front. And like I say, we've got to get a what's another piece in there, and you just know it's not going to line up. There's a hair in there as well I need to get rid of. So I've got about another 15 to do. So what I'll do is I'll go around this, we'll get them all down, and then we'll come back, and I think I don't know which colour we're going to be next. I think it's going to have to be that light green, which is the FS 34187 H58. Let me have a look on the board. That's not it, it's there, which is that one. So I think we're going to have to go with that one next, with it being the lighter colour. Yeah, I think that'll be the next one. So I get all this masked off, I get that green sprayed, and we'll come back and we'll have a look at getting some of these other ones down, because the one after that then, yeah, do you know what, I am tempted to do that light green. I think the light green is going to make more sense, because some of these dark green ones are huge, big masks. It seems to be the most dominant colour. So yeah, I might do the dark green next. But either way, we'll come back after the next lot, after I finish doing all this, and we'll have a look, see what we've got. So wish me luck, I'll see you soon. Okay, so it's approximately 24 hours later. I got all the mask on, as you can see there, just the random pieces here and there. we've got the Mr. Hobby H58, which is a lighter green, sprayed on. Nothing done underneath it, we'll spray that at the end. Now, the mast set, I've used a reference point on the aircraft to fit. Whether they line up with the other masts, I don't know, but from what I remember, a few people have said you need to just patch it with masking tape here and there. Now, we're going to do the dark green next, so we need to cover up the lighter green. So we're going to put this one on in a minute. I'm just going to run through the instructions quickly. So as you can see, there's 3 pieces of mask included, and they all reference to this, which, I'm going to go to the close-up one, is a little bit confusing. So as you can see, there's all the different sections there. Excuse my fingernails, I'm covered in paint and crap. The different sections there, so you can see a wing section, tail, front fuselage, upper fuselage, etc, etc. Now what they cause utter confusion for me is these side ones. If I can come in as far as I can, that top one's labelled A, and the bottom one down here is labelled B. Looks like a H, but it does actually say B. Very, very vaguely, but it does look like a H. Now, they are the wrong way around. The top one's actually B, the bottom one's A. So that caused quite a bit of confusion trying to figure things out. And the reason I know is because if you look at the bottom one here, at that specific part, that little leg, there's the canard at the side of the aircraft, which is there. So that's that canard. And then this little pattern here and up here is that right there. Now that is labelled as being B, when essentially it says A upside down there. That one's B. So they're switched around. Massive amount of confusion to me, trying to figure it out. The F1, which is this one, is also quite a confusing part because it's labelled F that way when in fact it's F that way. Again, confused the living crap out of me last night. I nearly gave up on this, but persevered. So that's that. So I'm just going to quickly, we're going to test fit a piece. We're going to do, where are we? We're going to do that light green piece there because it's a big mask. It's got 3 points to line up with. It's got this brown, and the edge of the wing, and we'll see how close we are. While the mask set is great, and you would be absolutely lost without it for this, this would take a hell of a lot of masking. Whether we're going to line up, I don't know. So the part we need is this one, and it'll be that part right there. Sorry, I went off the camera. So it's this one we need, and it's that part there, the one that goes round. So that's on the smallest sheet of the mask, which is this one. Get my knife ready. So there's the part it joins to. They are quite hard to see, I'm not going to lie. So it's the bit that actually joins us, it should be this bit here. According to this, it is that bit right there. Let's get that out of the screen, I'll get my white balance back. There we go. So it should be this bit which is going to go up all the way back round and down to there. Now this is going to be tricky as hell. Let's get on the aircraft. Let me just make sure we're in shot. So we're there. So we need to join up there and there. So let's see what happens. So try my best to keep you guys in shot. And then try my best to get all this lined up like so. So got a little bit off there. That's a bit off there. So maybe we can pull it over. No. So I'm going to pull that up more. It's not going to be easy to do. I mean, I don't think you're going to exact that is better. There we go. So that bit's actually in there now. Right, so I'm not going to show another mask piece going down because that's just going to get boring and repetitive. So I'm going to mask this up, go away, spray the dark green, which is H309, which is equivalent to FS 34092 and 34128. So that's the greens go down next. So once we spray that, I'll come back and show the other colour. And then we've got the black left and see how we get on. So I'll see you when I come back and spray this. Okay, so there we go. All masked up, sprayed and unmasked. I'm going to guess hour-wise to do this. It's taken me quite a while. I was in a hangout one night. The first day we started painting and masking from probably 7 in the evening till 1, 2 in the morning. Then the following day in the afternoon from probably 1 in the afternoon until 4. And then the night I actually put pictures up of this on Facebook, sprayed up. I was in here from, I think it was 6 PM till almost 3 in the morning. So a massive amount of time doing it. Was it worth it? Oh yeah, look at that. It looks absolutely stunning. It looks a bit weird right now because she's not weathered at all, so it looks a little bit monotone and a bit boring. I hate this look, really do. But we'll soon get that sorted. Hopefully I've got enough time at the end of this video to come back and show it you after it's been done. I'm not going to show the weathering process on the paint because you've seen it before. You go back to the 109 videos, it's almost the same method where I fade the panels and add a little bit of mottling in there. What we will do is I will revisit the 109 techniques videos. What I'm going to do, we've done the beginner side of it, very basic. I'm going to come back and do it more advanced. So I'll probably pick, it'll be a 109 again to keep the continuity. I'll pick an Edouard, either Profi pack, or I've got a Royal class where I've got the G, it's not an E. And what we'll do is we'll show more advanced methods and things I've changed. So we'll show putting P in the cockpit, resin seats, different method of laying down decals I use now, the different way I paint and prime. And while I'm on about the primer, I'm going to mention it because I just got it. We're now stocking Ultimate Primer, as you can see on the back, made and bottled by Badger, so you can guess what that is, rather than having a long name nobody can say. We've got Ultimate Primer. So I'll show priming because I now prime in black, not grey. I don't pre-shade. This wasn't pre-shaded, this was primed in black. I put the paint down, fade the panels. You'll see exactly how this looks when it's done. And I shouldn't need to post-shade at all, hopefully, the way I've been doing it lately. Certainly not post-shade the panels anyway, but I'll come back and do that. And like I said, we'll go through resin, PE, and how I've changed things, washes, weathering, etc. So once this Viggen's out of the way, that's what I plan to do next. So another techniques guide, but a more advanced one. And then maybe at a later date we'll get a bit more, not expert, because I'm far from an expert anyway, but maybe we'll look at a more specialist kit that takes a bit more work, like a special hobby kit or something along those lines, something that it doesn't fall together, because the 109 from Airfix just falls together. I believe the 109 from Edouard does the same. They're very shake and bake kits, but maybe we'll come back later on after that series with a more advanced, not advanced because be advanced, more expert like view on how getting kits together don't fit very well. But that's what we'll do. So like I said, I'm not going to show the painting. I'll come back in a bit. Hopefully this video, I'm not sure how much time I've got. Tried to get the videos to 45 minutes, and by the look of it, I'm around 35-40 minutes already. So I'll probably just come back, split off, come back when the weathering's done. We've still got to mask off. The nose needs spraying in black. The intakes have a surround. They need painting inside as well. We've got these need painting black. The tips of the rudder, which we've already done, but we'll probably redo. Underneath was sprayed in the grey. As you can see, the technique using the black primer base. Still need to come back, touch it up a little bit, and a bit more mottling under there, but it gives a good effect. Like I say, no pre-shading under there, using the primer to show through. Like I say, I need to come back for round 2 on that. But overall, this looks, I think it looks great. Very, very happy that's turned out. A lot of work. We did miss a few little patches that needed touching up, and you can see where the paint's gone down differently, but like I say, once we start weathering it up, you're not going to see it. Literally on the first 2 stages, the tan and the light green, where I was guessing the mask was going, rather than plastering the whole thing with paint. I was trying to guess where it would go, and I missed out a couple of spots. And when we unmasked it, we had the black primer showing through. So another couple of hours last night, probably another 3 or 4 actually, of individually masking some parts, spraying them up, and then we had to mask side of the fuselage and get that all painted up. So like I say, just the nose, the tips, engine intakes, and inside there as well, which we'll do in a bit. All ready to do, and we're ready for a clear coat and some decals then. So hopefully this won't take long now. I reckon 2, maybe 3 videos extra after this, and they're going to be done. We've still got the undercarriage to do, the ordnance to sort out. The kit doesn't come with ordnance, so we need to add some of that, and I'm going to steal it from my danger zone because I think that's got most of the stuff in it. I think we need AIM 120s, AIM 9s, and some Sparrows, I think are what we need, if I remember right off the top of my head. I'll have to look. But I think most of them are in the Tomcat kit. We'll have a look. But either we'll sort that out at a later date. So yeah, I'm going to spend an afternoon now weathering this up, and hopefully we can come back with a quick little recap at the end and see what it looks like. So hopefully I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so there we are. It's well, a couple of days after the last update. I continued on with the masking. As you can see, this is where we're at now. So we are fully painted. Big step. I didn't come back for the last process because I wanted to just progress, because it was holding me up, and I just thought I'd carry on through exactly the same as the previous update before that. We just got the darker green down than the black, and then we come back, weathered it up a little bit, done the usual paint fading, highlighting using the darker and lighter tones, as you can see. And then I used something different. I've got this True Earth Jet set, which I bought a while back, and they are resin acrylics, filters basically, that you airbrush on, and instead of using all the separate colours to fade like you do normally, you use the one, and it's a step-by-step process using different ones. I've not used it before, and I wasn't going to demo it on this, but I was intrigued by it, so I thought I'll have a quick little go. So I used 2 of the paints on it. One of them is the Paint Fading 3, which is this one, and the other one was the Light Aging, which is this one. So this is used for the panel fading, and this is used for highlighting, dark and shading, etc. So anything lighter for the like of on the black, I'll go to the close-up cam, this here on the black, that is that filter, and then anything dark like that panel line there is the Light Aging. Now I'm not finished weathering this yet. I've still got underneath to do. That's just base painted in the 308, I think it is. Yeah, it must be 308. So that's ready to go. We've got the wheelbase, etc. But on top, we've done most of the work. Still a bit more to do, and I might have a little muck about more with those jet set filters. There's a whole range of them, and I've got a true glass one as well. Sorry, have glass one for the metallic coating on the F-16s, and it's the first time I tried them. So I was quite impressed. They do give a good effect. Follow the instructions that they send you by PDF. It looks a bit cartoonish. I don't think I'd do it their way. They're saying to fade the front of the panels, so it looks like it's leading back. I think it just looks a little bit too cartoonish for my likes. But this, I quite like the look of. I think I need to experiment more with it. On the black, it needs fading in a little bit more. It's a bit prominent on that, but the rest of it looks quite good. Happy with the camo scheme. It's gone very well. It's a very, very striking colour. It certainly wasn't easy. It took a lot of hours to do. We've also masked up the nose, the tail, the wing points, and the engine intakes as well. Were masked off and sprayed, my god, were sprayed black around the edges and inside for now. So yeah, a lot of work done, and we got to this point. So that'll be the end of this part today. What I'll do is I'll probably work off camera. We'll get the bottom. We've already got we've already got a bit of work done by using the black base underneath the primer, and not allowing it to completely disappear for the base colour. But we'll still come in and add some weathering effects, and we'll probably try the other part of that True Earth set, which is for underneath, and see what it looks like. But I am going to add a bit more to the top. I want it a little bit more faded. Whether we use paint or this True Earth set, I don't know, but we'll come back and have a look. The black, like I said, using UMP's primer. like I said on the Lamborghini build, the Badger, which is what this is, rebottled, primer is a fantastic satin black. It just looks absolutely brilliant. It lays down super flat, and it really is nice. That still needs weathering on the back. The tail, if we can get it to focus, come on. The tail's done now. It's just a fantastic satin black. It'll be my go-to black now if I need anything that's not flat or gloss. It just lays down beautiful and just looks excellent. So I thought I'll use that, and like I say, awesome colour. Love this. From the moment I sprayed that on the Lamborghini, I thought, wow, that's an awesome. Just rather than painting it black, leave it like that. It looks great. And that's it really. So that's where we're at now. We'll be back with another part. It won't take long at all because I'm gonna work on the Thunder Flash a little bit and then come back to this. And obviously I've got a lot of other projects on the go as well. I'm very busy at UMP at the minute as well. But we'll be back soon. Hopefully with a Kraz video as well in the next month or so. I'll try and get that buttoned up. Break on this, a couple more videos will be sorted. I'll get all the paint effects done, we'll get it glossed. Then we can get the decals done, a bit more weathering onto the landing gear and ordnance. So I have maybe 2 more videos, we'll see. But happy how it's looking. It's an awesome camo scheme. Very, very striking and very unique. And that mass set, for as much of a nightmare it was, it's invaluable for doing this. It really is. Absolutely invaluable. So if you've got a Viggen and you want to do this, get that Tarangus mass set. We sell it on umpretail.com and it's well worth the money, because doing that by your own separate mask would be a nightmare. But there we go. So that's us for today. I'll be back. Won't be long at all, I promise. Now it's all painted. I'm quite eager to get it finished. So the drive's there now. Not that, oh god, I've got to do that camo. But we'll be back soon and get another video up and we'll get this thing nearly finished. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you around and I'll see you guys soon.